Hello everyone out in Facebook world. This is Tamika Day here, 721 3rd Avenue, downtown West Point. We're in the Beauty Mart Studios. I have a special guest coming all the way from LaGrange, Georgia. Carved out 30-45 an hour just to spend time here with me to do this interview so that I can tell you how bad we need to pay attention to our insurance policies. We need disability, we need cancer. You need to look into it, and so they are here to give their testimony with their Aflac policy. And we have here Miss Lady Di. You guys may know her from Lady Di, the House of Lady Di.
House of Style.
House of Styles with Lady Di, beauticianist for many years. I first met Lady Di when I was 15 years old. She was out on Whitesville Road, and so she recently retired from doing hair due to a stroke. Okay, and fortunately she had a short-term disability policy through Aflac. And today we're going to walk you through how that process was, what happened, how she make a claim, what did they pay out, was it difficult or not. And alongside Miss Lady Di is her handsome husband here, who is a producer, mind you. Let me get my introduction straight. Okay, this is a Grab the Mic Productions. And
SRC Cinema Productions.
And SRC Cinema Productions. He had the Grab the Mic talent show here last year, and is currently in the middle of producing a movie in LaGrange, Georgia, y'all. Let's welcome Miss Lady Di's husband. Okay, so we're gonna get started, get right into it. And I got a list of questions we want to go over to make sure we don't miss anything. So how are y'all doing today?
Doing great.
Doing great.
Good. Okay. So we'll go straight into the Aflac policy. So Lady Di, you're self-employed, such as myself. What made you get the short-term disability policy through Aflac?
I was trying to cover every base because I knew with life we have to take care of ourselves and protect ourselves. So as when it was presented to me, I thought it was a great opportunity because I knew that I was the business, and if anything ever happened to me, there go the business. So I had a cushion to fall on.
Okay, and that's something us self-employed women do not often think about. If I don't come to work, I don't have any money coming in. I can't pay my bills. I can't pay my rent. I can't pay my employees. So this is a good point as to why you need short-term disability if you should need it. How long had you had it before you had to file a claim?
About 2 years.
Okay. Was it affordable?
It was very affordable, and we should never put a price tag on our health anyway, and our, our performance, because we need that to protect us when we're not working. So we'll have something to fall on to have us to maybe pay our bills or do whatever in our lives that we need at that time, because when we're not working, we don't make no money. So that was a cushion for me to have Aflac, and they came through for me beautifully. And so happily, I had a great husband that helped me a lot, and he made sure that he followed everything that I needed to do and got the paperwork ready for me so that they could pay off, and they was great. They did everything that they said they was going to do. They made sure that we got the checks and everything, and they, trust me, they was on time. They was able for us to help us to pay off debts and everything, so that went great.
Okay, awesome. So I know many of you think, well, I pay all the bills, I handle all the finances, and my husband or my boyfriend or whoever don't know how to do that, wouldn't know how to make a phone call, wouldn't know how to sign anything. But here it was easy as 1, 2, 3. Her husband, a man, anybody can process a claim and file it for your loved one or yourself if need be. Okay. Does the policy cover your children, your family?
Well, yes.
That's okay. So basically, anyone, if you have a child in the age of 26, you can get your children also covered in these policies. So when you initially had the stroke, and luckily you had the policy, what was the first thing you was thinking about?
I had some coverage. I had a cushion to follow.
You was
And
safe.
it was great.
You had covered, crossed all your T's and dotted all your I's. Awesome. Okay, so Mr. Knight, can you help us understand the process to filing a claim?
Well, the first thing you can do, there's two ways you can go. You can either go online to aflac.com and then download the form, or you can call Aflac and have them to send you the form, either through email or regular mail. Once you get the form in your hand, you fill your part out. You take it to the doctor fill his part out, and then you either fax it back to Aflac or you send it to Aflac.
Okay.
So either way, and once they receive it, it takes about 2 weeks.
Okay.
And
2 weeks before payment.
Before payment, and
Okay.
that first, they pay you for the first 3 months. Hers was 6 months, so
Okay.
that she can receive her benefits.
Right.
So
Okay.
the first 3 months, they'll pay you right up front.
Okay.
And that can range anywhere from 10 to 15 to 20,000 at one time.
Okay.
And on the second time, they're gonna send you the paperwork again because they wanna know if she's still disabled or not able to go to work.
Okay.
So once you send that in, remember you gotta go to the doctor. The doctor gotta verify it.
Right.
Once the doctor verified, then you send that form in, and oops, check your mailbox.
Okay.
In a
Another
couple
check.
weeks, you got you another check.
All
They'll pay
right.
you for the full 3 months.
That sounds good.
Now, a lot of people think, a lot of time when you're doing these commercials or doing this, that you're really here to tell stories. Well, we have the paperwork here to show that my wife was fully insured underneath her company, which was Lady Di's House of Style, and she was insured underneath her company. So that's why she got that good discount with Aflac order, and that's why things went for her really smooth.
Okay.
Really good.
Okay. So we're going to call out some of the local small business women. Exactly what he said. You are your business, whatever your business name is, but you are the employee to that business. Your name needs to be under that policy through your business to submit your coverage. And also, when you submit it that way, it's a lot cheaper going through the employer.
There's one thing that they should also realize. Each day is not promised to you.
That's right.
My wife, she ate good, she exercised, she done everything right.
Yes.
But that day came when the whole world fell apart. And for 2-3 months, she was in the hospital, almost to the end.
Right.
And so it makes you wake up and think about life and about things that you need to really take care of. Health is first. But what people don't understand, if anything happened to you, especially your brain, that's the most important organ in your body. It controls everything else. We put emphasis on the heart, on the lungs and everything. That's all good.
Yes.
But the brain controls all that.
Yes.
So if that brain is not working,
Yes. That's it.
it's the end of the show.
Yeah.
So you can become a vegetable or you can die or whatever. But luckily, through her strokes that she had, it was a fight. It wasn't easy. But we was able to bring her back. And thank God for Aflac because they really helped out because I couldn't work.
Right.
Because I was 24/7 by her bedside.
Wow.
And when
awesome.
you, as a husband or a wife, got to take care of your loved one, you don't be thinking about no job. And you ain't thinking about no bills until you get clear of all the mess. Once you get clear of the mess or that problem, then everything is going to come at you. But luckily, everything worked out for us really great.
That's
really
awesome.
Great. So,
That's great. And y'all will be happy to know today I signed up for my short-term disability and council policy. I'm not taking no chances because I have to practice what I preach. So, and now I got to think about the more and more testimonies I got to do interviews with to inform the public. I'm thinking, I need to sweep around my own front porch. I had to get myself together. So I signed up myself
great.
today.
God is good, isn't he?
Yes, he is good all the
He'll send a
time.
messenger to you.
Yeah.
To help you out.
Yes. Like I'm talking to somebody else, I need to be talking to myself.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so we said you answered all the questions. It's about 2 weeks to receive the benefits. You got lump sum in the beginning. The process to submit a claim was easy peasy.
Simple.
Fill out a form, submit it, go to the doctor. You have everybody in communication with one another, and that's all to it. So I guess the question would be, what are some of the fears that our generation or our people have to overcome to get past, to seeing that we need this. This is for us too, you know. We're not excluded.
Right. I think our biggest problem with us is we put other priorities in front of our health.
Yeah.
We don't think about this. We take this for granted every day that we're able to get up, go do things.
Mm-hmm.
What happened one morning if you get up, you got a bad headache, you try to go to work, and then you fall dead before you get to work,
Wow.
or you fall out, or
Mhm.
something happened to you before you get there.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't have this, it's too late then, because you can't go back and then bring this stuff forward. You got to start. If it costs you $50, $100 a month, you're going to spend that anyway on going to the
Yes.
ball game, football game,
Mhm.
or buying stuff and getting your nails done. Stop. 1 month, quit your hair. You know, do it yourself. Your nails, do it
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
Stop for a month and just each month and do something that's going to protect you.
Mhm.
Because one day,
Mm-hmm.
one day,
One day,
you're going to need it.
it could be me. Yeah.
And I don't wish that on anyone. You know,
Yeah,
because the
I
day
can
is not
imagine.
promised to
Yeah.
no one. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And so even though now she's back 100, well, I'll say 85%.
Mhm.
She still got some ways to go. But now since I've taken care of her, now I need to start thinking about myself. And the
Mhm.
doctor always told me when I was taking care of her, you got to think about yourself.
True.
But see, my mind wasn't on me because I had to intercede for her
Right.
because she wasn't able to do anything for herself.
Okay.
You know, so now I got to go ahead and start taking care of myself because anything happened to me, I need to make sure that she's
Mhm.
100% taken care of.
Right.
You know, so even with life insurance policies, you know, you got to start thinking about the future.
That's right.
Why is it that every race can think about the future, but when it comes to us, we put material, monetary,
Mm-hmm.
and whatever ahead of ourselves?
That's right.
We got to start thinking a bit better. You know,
Cars,
really,
name
you know.
brand, shoes, these new shoes, $200, $300. I could name about 10 other things I could do with that $300. But you know, and then we say we can't afford
Yeah.
life insurance or you know
Right.
whatever coverage that we need. But definitely, if you have small children, I mean, you have to think about your future, not only your future but their future. And I just recently lost my stepdad, and he didn't have insurance coverage, and we had to pay
Oh.
out of pocket for that. So, and this is like the third time this happened to me, even though I've been selling insurance for 4 years. But it's time out for it. I mean, we can't stop turning a blind eye, deaf ear to the problem our community have with not being insured. We leave our family, loved ones with debt, with stress of how I'm gonna bury this person or how I'm gonna pay the funeral or headstones and whatever else, and then we live and blow money away when it could be true. Just a little bit invested in yourself. Okay, so I want to thank you guys for coming all the way down here for little old me. But hopefully you guys, if you have any questions, just inbox me. You can call me 706-668-7304. I'm always here. If I'm not at Beauty Mark, I'm down at Care and Spirit. So just inbox me any questions. If you want a quote, I can shoot you a quote. If you want additional information as far as a packet, like a cancer packet or the short-term disability, life insurance, it doesn't matter. I got the packets and I can go over it. Come to you. Go over it with you in person. So thank you guys. Have a great day. And thank y'all for coming. Thank you for your information.